Anyway, welcome to part 3 of chapter 1 of Tell Me Why. I'm going to get right back into it. My microphone will be off for most of this, so just deal with it, alright?
She pinched every penny.
What are you reading?
A letter we wrote her. To apologize for breaking that stupid vase, remember?
Bore your kids into good behavior. Great parenting strategy.
Old textbooks. Tessa gave them to us, right?
Yeah, she thought we were gifted.
I always loved when she came over. She brought food and toys.
You might not be quite so excited to see her now.
Why do you say that?
Her worldview is narrow, even by Delos Crossing standards.
I don't remember these.
It's probably one of Marianne's unfinished masterpieces.
There's 2 of them. Maybe they were us. In some weird way that only made sense to Marianne. I didn't realize how much I missed the smell of firewood.
I miss the cold winter nights curled up here, with big mugs of hot cocoa.
Yeah, Marianne was so tired she was usually asleep on the couch.
Ah, that's why it was so nice. No Marianne.
We'd use our voice so we didn't wake her up.
And then we'd be up all night telling stories and watching the fire die. And Marianne was none the wiser.
She took so many pictures.
Yeah. Like she had to document every second of our lives.
You can keep some of them, if you want.
No thanks. I mean, I like the photos of us, but I don't think I can forget that she was the one aiming the camera.
Wow. I'm so embarrassed for us. Mini Da Vinci's we were not.
She saved every drawing we ever did.
There's a couple of these I might keep. She was trying to save the planet way before Al Gore made it cool.
Has Al Gore ever made anything cool?
Nah.
I guess she was right about one thing, but you can't really blame anyone for not listening to crazy Marianne Ronan.
Marianne's room.
Let's not go in there until we absolutely have to.
Agreed.
After all this time, I thought I'd feel more prepared to deal with this mess.
Where'd you come from? Yo, what are you doing down there?
What do you think I'm doing? Trying to figure out if anything in Marianne's mess is worth keeping.
Any progress?
Not really. What about you? What are you doing up there?
I'm tired of her mess. Let's dig into ours.
Right. Guess it's time to mainline nostalgia.
Now this feels like home. Hey, the postcard we sent ourselves from Juno.
Forever alone.
What?
We barely had any friends. We even had to be our own pen pals. Tyler, do you copy? If we don't move fast, this whole thing is going to melt. Do you copy?
Shh, copy, Allison. Gonna get this thing moving soon. Don't want the Mad Hunter to catch us. Over.
The Mad Hunter. Ugh, he still gives me the creeps. I wish I could forget about him.
How did you convince me to let you put this up?
It was my favorite movie. Back then.
So much for my dream of being a hockey star.
Marianne thought sports were too aggressive, too competitive, and too groupthinky.
You know, if there's one thing you gotta give Marianne, it's that she let us explore our artistic side.
You should have seen Eddie's face when I tried to repaint his car.
Yeah, I bet Uncle Eddie didn't appreciate your artistic touch.
I'd rather you called him Chief Brown if you're gonna be an ass about it. We never appreciated this view as kids. Whenever we asked for a TV, she'd just bring home a big stack of books.
I think she did us a favor with that one.
You may not agree when we start digging into the HBO back catalog.
We'll see.
Whenever we asked for a TV, she'd just bring home a big stack of books.
I think she did us a favor with that one.
You may not agree when we start digging into the HBO back catalog.
We'll see. Look what I found!
What?
Only our greatest creation, the Book of Goblins.
Seriously? It was in that chest the whole time?
All these stories.
I had ideas for so many more.
Marianne wrote a lot of them.
Yeah. It's one of the only times I remember her being at peace.
I'm just gonna film myself reading through all of these. Okay, microphone back off now.
Where is it?
You looking for something in particular?
My diary.
You never told me about it.
Okay, now that my microphone is back, I'm just gonna start narrating these. And that's how we're gonna do this. Once upon a time in the deep and ancient forest, the crafty goblin spied upon the secret keeper as she made her rounds, gathering up secrets that the animals of the forest had for sale.
How, said the first goblin, does she get the people's secrets? Do you suppose she peels open their heads?
Oh, let's find out, said the second. And so the goblins watched the secret keeper. They watched her until the stalwart moose came to her, head hanging low. It was my fault. I chose the uneven trail. I can't bear to remember. The secret keeper nodded and gazed into the stalwart moose's eyes. Though the goblins couldn't hear anything, they knew she was speaking to the moose, for the secret keeper spoke in people's minds with the gift of the voice. After a few minutes, the stalwart moose blinked. I feel lighter, said Moose. Did I just give you something? The secret keeper nodded, handing him a coin. A stalwart moose nodded and plodded along down the trail. He spied the goblins hiding in the woods and narrowed his eyes, for he knew the goblins were often up to mischief. The two goblins whistled innocently, and the moose was forced to carry on, because they were not doing anything obviously bad.
I need to know what the secret was, said one of the goblins. Let's go buy it.
So the goblins approached the secret keeper before she could stow away Moose's secret.
We want to buy Moose's secret.
What do you have to trade? Asked the secret keeper, her voice filling their minds. The goblins produced a silver-handled hairbrush they had stolen from the princess, and the secret keeper nodded. And that is how the goblins came to know that Moose's mate had tumbled down a cliffside to her death. The secret keeper moved on. The first of the goblins said, I want to know more. Oh, I forgot to do the voice. Oh well, it doesn't matter. So the goblins followed the secret keeper, hoping to find where she had hid the secrets. They followed her to the peak of a nearby ridge and watched as she stowed the rest of the day's secrets high in a cloud. When she had gone, they climbed a high spruce tree that disappeared into the misty sky. They reached out and just managed to dip their hands into the clouds. Their heads were filled with memories, and they snatched their hands back out as if they had just thrust them into boiling water. Tears poured down their cheeks. That was how the secret keeper found them, crying in the tree. You stole my secrets, seethed the secret keeper. Give them back! The crafty goblins stopped crying because they saw an opportunity.
What will you give us in exchange? They asked.
I will give you back the silver-handled hairbrush, offered the secret keeper.
For so many secrets? Pshaw, you'll have to offer more than that.
What if, said the secret keeper, I shared the gift of voice? The crafty goblins grew excited.
That will do.
So the secret keeper shared the gift of voice with the goblins, and immediately they found that they could hear one another's thoughts and feel each other's feelings. The crafty goblins gave back the secrets they had taken and ran back to the big wooden house. There they found the princess preparing food. They tried to peer into her mind, but they found it was a blank. They tried to speak to her using only their own minds, but she could not hear them. It seemed the secret keeper was craftier than the crafty goblins, for she had only shared enough of her power to let the goblins use the gift of voice with each other and not with the whole of the forest. Excuse me. And that is how the goblins stole the gift of voice from the secret keeper, but why they could only use it with each other. I'm gonna need a throat drop to make it through the rest of this, probably. Alright, I'm actually not gonna read the rest of these out loud. You got one. That was a treat. I'm just gonna read the rest of them in silence. Sorry. Okay, I'm a little better now. I can probably say some things. Am I still actually recording my voice? Yes, I am. Okay, good. Oh, they're brother and sister goblins. Okay, got it. I mean, these are basically just, I'm guessing each of these corresponds to a character in the actual game. This is like the worst video. Nobody's actually going to watch me read through all this, but that's okay. Nobody watches my YouTube channel anyway. Your hat is stupid. My hat is awesome! Yeah, I'm assuming it's a literal fishing lesson metaphor. Like the kids got taught how to fish at some point. Oh no, they got kidnapped. Oh, that's great. Whirtle diddle dum, whirtle diddle dee, and this begs a meal for me. I think it's spelled Diddy, not Diddy. It's not like P Diddy, it's P Diddy. Diddy, Diddy. I did a run, I did a Oh, this is the fishing story. It's the second last one, too. We're almost over with this part. I guess the OA is for Ollie and Allison. I'm guessing Ollie is Tyler's birth name. this is a little scary. Let's read this last one out. Once upon a time, in a deep and cold lake near the ancient forest, there lived an old seal who was a powerful witch. After angering the Ice King, she had been bound to the lake, allowed only to venture out when the moon was full, and only looking like the hag she truly was. For years she dreamed of vengeance, all alone within the deep lake among the corpses of her many previous victims. One night she awoke to see a black and hooded silhouette clawing to reach a beautiful gown full of stone. The human had delved far deeper into the lake than any land dweller should have been able to go. His tenacity and ferociousness impressed the moon hag, and she decided that he would be wasted in her statuary of corpses. She used her magic to enspell him, allowing him to breathe underwater but also binding him to her service.
You, she said, will be the instrument of my release and revenge. For you and I together will kill the Ice King.
The moon hag had never heard of the Mad Hunter, and she did not know the power he wielded. She could only tell he was a hunter, and her lust for revenge blinded her to the threat he posed. She gifted him a hand of ice, which was not as nimble as a hand of flesh, but allowed him to serve her better than no hand at all. The moon hag spent years devising the perfect plan to kill the Ice King, and years more moving all the pieces into place to execute it. In the meantime, the Mad Hunter served her, guarding her chest of treasures and plotting his own plots. Finally, everything was prepared. The full moon rose, and the moon hag stepped on land, giddy at the thought she would never have to leave again if it did not please her. She brought the Mad Hunter to his post, a jagged peak of ice and stone from which he would loose the arrow that would slay the Ice King. Before she could go on, he put forward a proposal. "Moon hag," said the Mad Hunter, "if you grow back my missing hand, I would be certain to hit the Ice King with my arrow. We will only have one shot, and I would hate to miss. You're a powerful witch, so you'll be able to craft ties to bind me to this place that I cannot break." The moon hag considered it.
All right, I will grow back your hand and then bind you here with ties that will not break.
She cast a spell, and the Mad Hunter's hand of ice was replaced with a hand of flesh. As the witch left to complete the next part of her plan, the Mad Hunter grinned wickedly in the moonlight. After a short time, the moon hag returned, luring the Ice King into the Mad Hunter's line of sight. "What is this about, moon hag?" asked the Ice King. "Many a long year have you bound me to the lake." Wait, no, I read that in the wrong voice.
Many a long year have you bound me to the lake, said the moon hag. Many a long year have I been alone in the dark. That ends tonight.
She cast a powerful spell that made the Ice King slow to react, and then she gave the signal.
Mad Hunter, she cried, let your arrow fly.
Nothing happened. She twitched nervously.
Mad Hunter, she growled, let your arrow fly.
Still, nothing happened. The Ice King, meanwhile, was striding toward her, slow but furious. The moon hag fled, running first to the jagged peak of ice and stone where her servant should have waited. But the peak was empty. The ties had been broken, and the Mad Hunter was gone. For in the end, he was the more powerful of the two, especially when he had two hands. When the Ice King finally caught the hag, a furious voice could he heard throughout the forest. That is a typo. Anyway. "For your wickedness you will be eternally bound to the lake. You will no longer be allowed to leave, not even under a full moon." The moon hag was imprisoned in the lake, and she never again tried to escape. And this is how the Mad Hunter escaped the moon hag, and how he got his left hand back. That ends this collection of stories on a rather ominous note, and we're just going to get back into the game.
Yeah. With the way Marianne was, I tried extra hard to keep it a secret. Marianne. Yeah, that day she found out about it.
Mom, where is it? What did you do with it?
What now?
I can't find my diary. I know you stole it. Give it back.
Sweetie, whatever I do, it's just for your benefit.
You read it, didn't you? You had no right to do that.
I have the right to do whatever I need to protect my little girl.
I'm not your girl. I hate you.
You will always be my little girl. And no matter how hard you fight me, I'll fight twice as hard to keep you safe.
I don't know how I never saw it coming. She told me right to my face. She was willing to hurt me, to keep me from transitioning.
Tyler, there is no way you could have known she'd go that far.
I want my diary back. Her room was the only place I didn't look.
Okay, but do you need to get it, like, now?
That diary was important to me, Allison. Writing down my thoughts helped me realize who I am.
Well, then let's go find it.
You think her room is still locked?
It always was. I'm not looking forward to going in there.
I know, but we'll have to eventually, and I need it back.
Okay, let's... I missed a memory downstairs. We're gonna go back and get that one as well, if it's still available.
Ice King finally caught the hag. His furious voice could be heard throughout the forest. For your wickedness, you will be eternally bound to the lake. What? No way. Quiet, let me finish. You will no longer be allowed to leave. Not even under a full moon. The moon hag was imprisoned in the lake, and she never again tried to escape. And then the title. What do you think? Not bad, right?
I guess that's okay. But I would have changed the end.
What? No way!
The Ice King. I totally forgot about him.
That's because it was dangerous to mention his name. He was too powerful.
Out of my way, Allison. This is a really weird game. Okay, let's go grab that memory if it's still available.
Mom? About me joining the hockey team? Mom,
Sorry, what? Not now. Maybe next year.
but you promised.
Keep whining, and my next year will become never.
Can you cut my hair?
Your hair is fine.
But I want to cut it short, really short.
What? Look, I'm tired, and I'm busy. Let's talk about this later.
You always say that.
Marianne said no to everything. Made me so pissed.
She was always on edge those last few months.
Yeah, and completely deaf to everything I was telling her I needed.
She pretty much always said no to me, too.
True, but it felt personal with me.
So, I think the game is kind of supposed to be implying right now that she tried to kill her son rather than help him transition, which is kind of dark and awful. But I guess that would be kind of obvious. Maybe there's a twist. I don't know.
Hold
We'll
up.
see.
What?
Remember this?
Unfortunately.
You must solve my riddle to earn the right to enter the princess's sanctum.
Nothing a good hard shove won't take care of.
I mean, yes, we could brute force it, but it might be kind of fun to finally solve it. right?
We have different definitions of the word fun.
Okay, well, if we break it, we're just gonna have to fix it for the sale. So let's at least try not to. You have the Book of Goblins?
Yep.
Hand it over.
What are you looking for?
The image on the door. It's making me think of a story from the book. One that Marianne wrote.
You have a way better memory than me.
Well, the Book of Goblins was my creation.
And you'll never let anyone forget it.
Here it is. The one about the princess's party. Give it a read. I think the symbols may represent something in the story.
First ghost memories, now storybook puzzles. What a weird day.
What a weird childhood.
Touché.
Oh wow, okay. Sounds like the stalwart moose. The frog? And I guess the pelican? Probably the bear, actually, for the last one. Bear, beaver, and frog. Is that a beaver? Yeah, it is a beaver. Maybe frog. Bear. Beaver. Frog definitely wants defense. So maybe it's... Wait, what did the bear give her? It's not beaver, frog, bear. Frog. Bear. Goose, frog, bear.
I think I'm just gonna force this open.
You sure? We're not in a rush, and we'll have to fix it.
Alright, one more try.
I'm gonna keep trying to solve this.
You sure you're done? Maybe if we put our heads together.
Yeah, I can try again.
Bear. Frog. Nope. Bear. Frog. Beaver. Beaver. Bear. Whoops. Nope. Son of a... Screwed that up twice. Okay. I'm gonna try this again. Maybe the bear just give them everything. Okay, let's read this again. Middle one's clearly the frog. Bear, frog, beaver, maybe. Even just going about solving this entirely wrong. Moose Frog Pelican is still it. Is Moose Bear Pelican? 'Cause the bear always wants you to be safe. Okay. Because I know the moose is the ethical one. The pelican is the provider.
And boom, we're in.
That took way too long. I didn't actually enjoy that. It's a little obtuse, because lots of them wanted them to be protected. The frog especially. Should have just gone with my original, knowing that instead of thinking it had to be the 3 stories previous.
After so many years, I expected this to feel more, you know, like a win.
Speak for yourself. I'm the one who solved the riddle.
Why do I feel like you're not gonna let me forget that? Where do you think we should start looking?
I don't know. Where in this mess would she stash someone else's personal thoughts? Sewing lessons were the absolute worst.
She made all our clothes. I'm sure she needed the help. And I, for one, am happy I can fix a torn seam.
I just can't get through. Whatever's going on, they won't let me in. They used to tell me everything, but they shut me out, Tessa. They've shut me out. I've had so much on my plate. And they're convinced I'm the enemy, and I don't know why. I
Maybe
need
because you
them.
wouldn't let your son
I
transition.
need my goblins.
I remember now. We heard her crying. We listened through the door.
Seeing her like this, as if she's still here,
It really sucks.
she was really coming apart those last few months, wasn't she?
Got another collectible. The Wise Princess. Alright. Do I get an achievement for like nabbing all the collectibles? I probably won't nab them all. I've just got a perfect record so far.
I tried to read this one. I can never figure out the order of the chapters, though.
Didn't the author go insane or something? No wonder Marianne liked it.
It's just like House of Leaves.
Straight in the trash?
No, I bet we could sell it on the internet.
True. Maybe we could sell it to the guy who collects John Wayne Gacy's clown paintings. She and Tessa were best friends. Until suddenly they weren't. Wonder what happened.
Either Tessa got sick of Marianne's moods, or Marianne got sick of Tessa's judgment.
She always had to have a picture of us close by.
Why this picture, though? I mean, do you see the expression on our faces?
Oh. This explains a lot.
They're mostly full. She was too stubborn to take medication.
She was losing her mind. I probably shouldn't make light of that. That's not a very nice thing for me to do.
It's here.
Ew, did she cross out his name and write his whole
All this place needs is a quick clean.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
Do you think she read it?
Of course. She was nosy as hell.
Tyler,
What?
look.
What? Where did you find that?
It was on her desk with her papers.
Seriously? Are you fucking kidding me?
Look, we gotta be really careful not to overthink this.
But it doesn't make any sense. She was mad, right? She was mad I cut my hair. She attacked me because I cut my hair.
She was mad and she attacked you. We both saw it.
Then what is this shit?
I don't know. I don't know. Tyler, come here.
She can't do this to me. Not now. When I've finally made sense of a few things.
Oh, I was right that there would be a twist.
Well, that was your first mistake. Thinking the world made any kind of sense. "10 years in the grave, and she's still finding new ways to piss us off."
Yeah. I think I need some air.
I wonder if Ollie is short for Oliver Olivia. Probably doesn't matter.
Are you really, really sure?
I am. Do it. Okay. Here we go. Whoa. Is it all gone? Yeah. It looks amazing. Really? Yeah. I can't wait to show Mom. She's been so sad lately.
More than sad. She's been scary.
Yeah, but not tonight, though. It was almost like a party. Thank you, Allison.
You don't have to thank me. You're my sister.
I feel more like your brother.
Brother, sister, we look out for each other. But I'm pretty sure I just gave you a really bad haircut.
Where'd all the hair go? Probably left a mess.
Mom? Mom?
Yay, look at the little kid bounding down the stairs.
Mom?
Oh no. No, 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 no. This is wrong. This is all wrong. Wait! Stop!
Glad we found your diary.
Me too.
I guess she was trying to figure out where you were at.
Yeah, well, she should have asked. I wasn't some goddamn research project. I was her child.
About the book.
Raising your transgender child? Do you even know how rare these books were in 2005? Was she trying to figure out how to support me?
Maybe.
Which, she wasn't trying. She never...
It doesn't make sense. I know. You cutting your hair was what set her off, right?
Allison, she read my diary. She already knew. It wasn't my hair. And if we were wrong about that... Fuck.
You think she read it. It's possible she never even opened the diary, and that things are exactly like we always thought they were.
But if she did, and they aren't...
God, Tyler. Sure. I mean, we could have been wrong. But what good does it do to ask the question now?
You mean other than not having to live with the thought that my mom tried to kill me for being me?
Tyler, I know you want there to be something to find. Something that'll make it all make sense. But she was unhinged.
So that's it then. She was crazy. Nothing else to say.
I think we'd be better off if we tried to move on.
Why don't we talk to a few people who knew her? See if that book makes any sense to them.
People don't want to talk about Marianne. They pretend like that night never happened.
What about Tessa? She was Marianne's closest friend. Let's ask her about it.
Sure. But I'll warn you, she's particularly touchy about this subject.
Well, maybe she'll talk to me. I was always her favorite.
Operative word was. But we need to go by the store anyway, to get a few things for the repairs.
Great. 2 seagulls, 1 stale hunk of bread.
I'm not sure I like that analogy.
Listen, I know you don't want to keep talking about this.
But you're obviously not going to be satisfied until we do. So let's talk.
So, I was thinking... Do we need to be in such a rush to sell this place?
We've been over this, and we both agreed it's time for a clean break.
I know, trust me. I'm not talking about staying for long. Just long enough to get some answers.
And you think this house has those answers?
Maybe not, but it's a place to start.
Well, it would be a shame if there was something to find and we tossed it out. How about we start digging without putting off the sale? And if it seems like we need more time, we'll talk about it then.
Okay. You've been on edge all day. Is there something more going on with you?
It's nothing.
Pretty sure it's not nothing. And I'd like us to be on the same page.
I thought we were on the same page. Sell this place as quick as possible and move on.
And then we found the book, and things changed. You really don't get that?
It's just with the way you avoided this place for the last 3 years, I thought you wouldn't want to spend any extra time here.
Oh. So that's what this is about.
Maybe a little. Yeah. It's just... You graduated 3 years ago. And this is the first time we've seen each other in person.
It's not that I didn't want to see you. I just wasn't ready to be Tyler in Delos Crossing.
I tried to visit you. I tried to go to your fireweed graduation. I wanted to bake you a crappy boxed cake and take awkwardly posed photos.
I know.
But you shut me out. All I got was non-responses and half-assed evasions.
Look, I didn't want to see anyone. I just started testosterone. And, oh god, I had the worst acne. My emotions were all over the place, and the smells... Allison, the smells... Men smell bad.
I know. I've dated a few.
Look, I needed some time to figure my shit out before I asked anyone else to try. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
So, we have a plan?
Yep. We ask around about Marianne, but we also stick to our repair schedule.
If that's really what you need. Alright, deal. Ollie's Diary. It's been a long time since I heard that name.
Was I the only one who ever called you that?
Actually, no. I used it at Fireweed for a while, until I settled on Tyler. Most people were pretty chill about the switch. Not everyone, though.
What do you mean?
I had a mentee who refused to call me Tyler. He didn't want my help. He didn't want anyone's help.
I'm sorry. I like the name Tyler, by the way.
Thanks.
Oh, I can't read more pages. That's a shame.
Not a bad view, right?
I forgot how beautiful it is.
Remember that time we tried to cross the lake after it froze over?
Oh yeah, how can I forget? Marianne lectured us for an hour.
Well, she wasn't wrong, at least. It was really dangerous. If we'd fallen in, no more goblins.
We grew up on this lake. We know how to spot thin ice.
Nice ring. Gift from your boyfriend?
Come on, I told you I'm not with anyone right now. Don't rub it in.
Why does it look familiar?
It was a gift from Eddie. He had them both made at the same time.
Both? Oh, wait.
Yeah. This ring is supposed to be linked to the one he gave you, in a spiritual way.
Do you believe in all that?
You mean, do I believe we could be linked in some other metaphysical way? You know, other than the one that already lets us share thoughts and memories.
Fair enough. If you squint, you could almost forget Delos Crossing's only a few miles away.
I'm sure Marianne tried to.
Can't blame her.
We're headed there for supplies later. You ready for that?
Yeah, but I was really enjoying a day without assholes.
Just a little longer, and every day will be asshole-free.
That might be asking a lot. I think I'd like to end up somewhere like this, just not here.
Somewhere with more trees than people?
Exactly.
Just go into it with a little more of a plan than Marianne did.
Already working on it. With my degree, it'll be easy to get a job as a ranger.
After you spend a little time in Juneau?
Still a maybe on that one.
exhausted all the options. Let's leave.
Alright, I think that's enough time enjoying the view.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but
Yeah, I know. I was the one all eager to go, and then I started waxing poetic about the landscape.
go ahead. I'll catch up. Need to respond to a message.
Ah, my sister, the social butterfly.
Seems we got a trespasser.
What the fuck?
You got 5 seconds to talk me into defending my property.
Your property?
5, 4,
I'm Tyler.
don't know any Tylers. 3, 2,
Sam!
Ellie? What are you doing out here, girl?
This is our house.
Was I talking to you?
Sam, put the gun down. This is Tyler. My brother.
Well, your brother? Oh, shit. Huh. I guess I heard about all that, but I never... Damn, you look like a real man.
So do you, Sam.
You know what I mean. I just didn't know they could make a woman look so much like a man.
You know, I'm just trying to be me. It's just who I am.
Well, I've seen a couple of lady transvestites on the TV before, but, I've never seen a dude.
Sam, that's not how you say that.
Say what? Transvestites?
Yes. It's transgender. Transgender men.
I'm sorry. It's hard to keep track out here in Delos Crossing. The world's just moving on without us.
It's fine. Let's just change the subject.
Works for me. Tyler.
Thanks, Sam. So, what are you doing here exactly?
Oh, well, I've been kind of keeping an eye on this place for you, you know? It's like patching the roof, checking the pipes, you know, all that stuff.
Thank you, Sam.
Oh, yeah, that's no big deal. I just, you know, your mama, she was a special lady. She deserved much better than, you know, what you got.
Didn't you used to help Mary Ann with repairs and building projects?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, seeing as your mama never had a man around, I just took it on myself to help her keep this place standing.
How antiquated of you.
Thanks. I guess you two are still aiming to sell the place?
That's the plan. Which, by the way, we need your keys.
Since apparently you went and changed the locks?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But, selling your mother's house? Are you sure? Bad or good? It's all you've got left of her.
Not all. I'm sure the gun she tried to kill us with is still somewhere in there.
Tyler!
What?
What Tyler means is, a fresh start is what we both need.
Of course. This place has got to be full of all kinds of bad memories. But maybe some good ones, too?
We should get going.
That's all you think we'll get out of him?
I guess I could ask him a few more questions.
Okay.
How well did you know her?
Not as well as I thought. When I heard what happened that night, well, I figured people were bullshitting me.
It really surprised you, didn't it?
Much as anything ever has. Other folks say they saw it coming. Not me.
Did you help with her door?
Her door?
The puzzle on her bedroom door.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you two kept sneaking in, giving her no privacy, huh? You ever solve it?
Yep. Better late than never, I guess.
Never solved it myself. I mean, not that I wanted to. Guess you know all your mama's secrets now, huh?
Well, she may have one or two left.
Allie, can you hear me?
Ty, we can't do this when we're in the middle of talking to someone.
But this is pointless. He's hammered.
He's always hammered. And who knows? Maybe it'll make him chatty. Now come on. People think our family is weird enough.
Everything okay with you two?
Yes.
No.
Oh. All right.
I clearly
should get
didn't
going.
select these in the right order.
That's all you think we'll get out of him?
He's too wasted to be of any more help.
I'll tell him to get a move on then. Well, we've got a supply run to make, and Uncle Eddie's expecting a visit. So,
Right. Yeah, of course. Get going, you two.
Sam? We all gotta get going.
Oh. Of course. Of course, yeah, I got lots to do myself. Lots of to-dos on old Sam's list. And you don't want to keep Brown waiting, you know?
So he's the
Thanks
bear.
for looking out for this place.
Happy to do it. Don't hesitate to reach out if you need anything. Anything at all. You hear?
Sam?
Huh?
Sam?
Huh?
The keys?
Oh, yeah. Of course. Of course. Yeah, they're yours. This place, it meant a lot to your mother. It almost felt like it was a part of her, and it's like some part of her is alive here still.
Hopefully the house doesn't turn out to be a murderous psycho that tries to kill us in our sleep, huh?
Yeah. Well, take care of yourself, both of you.
Hey, so we really do have a lot to do.
Okay, go on. I'll be right behind you.
So apparently... Wait, are we just gonna let him drink and drive? No way you can walk back to his place. Probably too far away. There's no such thing as walking distance when you live out like that. In the woods. Oh wow, that's like a bear post? That is so tacky. That's a cathedral.
Ready to Veni Vidi Vici?
I'm ready to talk to Tessa.
Just try to keep in mind that your memory of her is 10 years out of date.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be if she reached out to me while I was in Fireweed, which she didn't. So I'm guessing this is Michael?
Okay, I think this is a good place to stop. All right. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time for more Tell Me Why.